What's good, UITBC? What's good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marsh with another boxing video. Man, I'm overcoming this flu, man. This flu whooping my ass one time. I ain't even gonna lie, man. So bear with me if I don't sound like myself, you know what I mean? Well, anyways, today, man, I woke up and I was like, yo, there's some good boxing today, you checkers. There's gonna be some good boxing, actually, and it's gonna be starting in the afternoon, at least for me out here on the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? Um, who we got? Who we got? We got a fight between we got actually at the super bantamweight. I said super bantamweight, excuse me, super featherweight, 130. You check it. We got a fight between the man Javier Fortuna, the Dominican who got knocked out by Jason Sosa, you know what I'm saying, for his WBA regular title. You check it. He's going to be fighting against a young man out of Wilmington, Delaware. A guy I've seen plenty of times on the Showbox. I've seen him on PBC, and that's this young man right here by the man of Antoine Douglas. You know what I'm saying? Antoine Douglas, a good fighter, man. I believe he's undefeated, 17-0. I think he got like 12 KOs. You check it. Javier Fortuna, I think he has only that one loss when he lost to Jason Sosa. You know what I mean? But this is a good fight, actually. This is going to be on the undercard of that Danny Garcia fight. Danny Garcia versus that Samuel Vargas character up there at Temple University in Philly, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is a fight that, you check it, PBC, man, you know. One thing about PBC, man, they give us great matchups, you know what I'm saying? They give us the kind of matchups that are kind of unpredictable at times, you know what I'm saying? For example, look at the man Jason Smith Jr. when he fought from 4, you know what I mean? That wasn't supposed to happen. Jason, that was supposed to be basically a showcase for Farm 4, you know what I mean? He checked it, but he got over aggressive and he got hurt. And it was a wrap, man, you know what I'm saying? Just like that. You check it, he got knocked out. Now, this guy, Antoine Douglas, in my opinion, man, this guy from Wilmington, Delaware, I think he's going to get it done, man. Fortuna is a guy who leaves himself too open. He's a wild guy. I've seen lesser guys fucking punish him and brutalize him. You seen that one fight against that Hispanic guy, Mexican guy, man. He tore Fortuna's face up, man. Both of his eyes were swole, you know. And I think Antoine Douglas is a better defensive fighter, you know what I'm saying? More calculated puncher, a guy who's not going to be a wild brawler like this man Fortuna, you know what I'm saying? Even Fortuna was beating Jason Sosa in the fight that he lost in China earlier this year, you know what I mean? So I think the man Jason Sosa, I think he's I'm sorry, this man Javier Fortuna, I think his style is just tailor made for the man Antoine Douglas. I said Antoine Douglas, Omar Douglas, excuse me. You know what I mean? The man Omar Douglas, he's a guy. Like I said, he's gonna be more waiting for the man. He's gonna be more counter punching the guy. You know what I'm saying? And I believe he's gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure the odds favor the man Javier Fortuna to win the fight, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to pick the man Antoine Douglas, I said Antoine Douglas, excuse me. Omar Douglas from Wilmington, Delaware, you know what I'm saying? And this is a good fight on the PBC. This is going to be on Danny Garcia's undercard, you know what I mean? You check it. This is a real good fight, man. Real good fight, and I'm looking forward to it, all right? You check it. The man Antoine Douglas, like I said, he's been on PBC numerous times. He's been on the on Showbox. You know what I'm saying? And I like his skill set. You know what I'm saying? I like his skill set. He's a guy who doesn't waste punches. A guy who's actually in there to get the W. And I think he'll be a future world champ at 130. You know what I mean? I think he can. I think he beats a guy like Jose Pedraza. You know what I'm saying? There's a few weak title holders at the 130. I think Jose Pedraza, he might be the weakest. What's Jose Pedraza? He's the IBF champ, right? And what you call it? The other guy, who's Jason Sosa. I'm sorry. Jezreel Corrales is the WBA super champ. Um, WBC is held by, I know WBO is held by Lomachenko. WBC is held by the Mexican with clenbuterol in his system. What's his name? Damn, man, what's that guy's name? Francisco Vargas. That's right, Francisco Vargas. So I got the man Antoine Douglas taking this. I'm going to win this fight probably by, I'd say unanimous decision or maybe split decision. I got him winning about 7 rounds. You know what I mean? 7 rounds to 5. Whatever the judges call it, I'm going to have Antoine Douglas winning this 7-5. You know what I mean? All right. The other big super middleweight fight, I said super middleweight, super featherweight fight we got is coming out of out of Monte Carlo, man. Eddie Hearn putting on a big show out there in Monte Carlo in front of Prince Albert and all this, and Prince Albert, you know, the Prince of Monaco and all his constituents, you know what I'm saying? So the man Jason Sosa, the guy who beat Javier Fortuna for his regular belt, he's gonna be facing Stephen Smith, the guy out of the UK, one of the Smith brothers, you know, brothers of Callum Smith. Um, what's the other guy who fought Andre Ward? I know there's Callum Smith, Liam Smith. I forgot the guy who fought Andre Ward, man. Anyways, Stephen Smith is going to be facing Jason Sosa, you know what I mean? Jason Sosa's a stupid puncher, man. Serious puncher. This fight with the man Axeman, I believe he didn't win this fight, you know what I mean? I believe he got I believe that they robbed the man Nicholas Walters, you know what I'm saying? Nicholas Walters, in my opinion, won this fight. But that's neither here nor there because we're talking about Jason Sosa versus Stephen Smith, you know what I mean? And, you know, Stephen Smith is a guy who's, he's not a bad fighter. He has numerous draws on his record, you know. So, you know, man got to really take a look and really look deeply into his record, you know. Maybe them draws he had, maybe they were wins, you know what I'm saying? But one thing for sure, two things for certain. This fight against Nicholas Walters, it wasn't no draw, you know what I'm saying? Nicholas Walters beat that man 9 rounds to 1 on my card, you know what I mean? You check it. Man, I guess these judges don't count body punches. You check it. But I like the man Jason Sosa, man. I really do, man. I seen what this guy did to, what's that guy? Jerry Belmontes, man. This guy Jason Sosa has stupid power, man. Stupid power. And I don't know if this guy right here, Stephen Smith, I don't know if he'll be able to handle the kind of power that he possesses. You know what I'm saying? A guy like Lee Selby, the man, what's his name? He only has 2 losses, right? He only has 2 losses, right? Um, you check it. Excuse me. What's his name? Um, He lost to Lee Selby and he lost to Jose Pedraza, man. But the man Lee Selby, who I don't know to be a serious KO artist, man. But if you see what that man did to Stephen Smith, man, that was just something mean, something serious. He damn near killed that man. Like Leonard Bundle damn near got killed by Errol Spence, you know what I mean? You check it. So, you know, this is actually the film right here of Lee Selby and this man, Stephen Smith, the highlights, and you could look at the film for yourself, you know what I mean? But I think Stephen Smith is a good boxer, you know, he's a good boxer, but I don't think he packs enough punch to keep a man like Jason Sosa off of him, you know? Jason Sosa, in my opinion, would be probably willing to walk through hellfire and back just to tap that jaw. And in my opinion, I think he will, man. I got the man Jason Sosa winning by stoppage, you know what I'm saying? Probably in the 9th round stoppage, you know what I'm saying? If the man Stephen Smith actually goes the distance with this guy, that'll be I'll be impressed, you know what I'm saying? And if the man Stephen Smith even happens to win this fight, which I think is a possibility, he can win the fight as long as he stays away from Jason Sosa's right hand, you know what I mean? He's going to have to parry them jabs, you know what I'm saying? And just basically stay out of distance, you know what I'm saying? He can't be fighting. You see how he's fighting Lee Selby right here? Oh, no, ain't none of that. If Jason Sosa can make the fight look like this, then he got it in a bag, you know what I mean? But in my opinion, I think I'm sorry, Stephen Smith needs to keep his distance. Look at that. Look at that. I gotta put the rewind on that, man. Check it out. Check it out. Bump. Drop that man. And his trainer Gallagher just jumped in the ring, man. I mean, he ain't even let the referee count, man. Look at that, man. He's in a vulnerable position, in a fetal position, you know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, and that's Lee Selby doing that. In my opinion, Jason Sosa can do the same, if not worse, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to pick the man Jason Sosa to win this fight. I think Jason Sosa gonna stop him in the ninth round. So, like I said, two great super featherweight fights. One coming out of Monte Carlo, the other one coming out of Temple University, North Philly, Philadelphia. And I'm pretty excited for these fights, and I'm looking forward to all the fights today. Even I'm looking forward to the Malik Scott and Luis Ortiz. So let me know in the comment section what you think about these two super featherweight fights that have big implications on the division. And actually, let me know who you guys think gonna win this fight. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know who's gonna what's next for the man Jason Sosa if he wins. But in my opinion, he needs to get a fight with the man. He needs to get a fight with the man. What you call? With the winner of Jezreel Corrales versus Ushiyama, and they fight on December 31st out there in what you call it in Japan. I be Marsh Boxing. Thanks for listening. Let me know what you think about these two fights, and I'm gonna catch you on the next video. Thanks for listening. Peace.